At the courthouse, my sister looked me straight in the eye and said, "You can cry later, this day is mine." Imagine this. I had finally found something that was uniquely mine, something perfect after a lifetime of competing with my own sister. Then, in one gut-wrenching moment at a family dinner, my parents and sister ripped it all away, looking me in the eye as my sister sneered, "You can cry later, this day belongs to me." But they had no idea the truth about my fiancé. A truth that was about to shatter not just my life, but theirs too. Growing up with Amber was a constant, exhausting competition I never signed up for. I was 2 years older, always trying to be the supportive big sister, but my parents? They practically created an environment where Amber's needs overshadowed everything. My achievements? Polite nods. Amber's average performances? Elaborate celebrations. It wasn't that they didn't love me. It just felt like they loved her more. Visibly, enthusiastically. By the time I hit adulthood, I'd built an entire life away from their subtle favoritism. I poured everything into my education, my career. I landed my dream job as a creative director at Pinnacle Advertising in Chicago. My work became my identity, my colleagues, my chosen family. I was good at crafting stories that resonated with people. The irony? I never saw how fractured my own family's story truly was. Then came Ryan. I met Ryan Collins at a national advertising conference in New York. He was tall, piercing blue eyes, and easy confidence. After my presentation on emotional storytelling, he walked right up to me. "Your understanding of human connection is remarkable," he said, handing me his business card. "I'd love to discuss a potential collaboration." Ryan was different. Not like any man I dated. He was CEO of a financial consulting firm, oozed ambition and intelligence. Our first date stretched from coffee into dinner, just hours of discovering shared passions, architectural photography, obscure foreign films, kayaking. Within weeks, we were inseparable. Ryan's intensity drew me in. He focused on me completely when we were together, making me feel truly seen, maybe for the first time in my life. "You're extraordinary, Olivia," he'd whisper, tucking my hair behind my ear. Most people don't recognize what they have in front of them. 6 months in, though, I realized something unsettling. I knew surprisingly little about Ryan's past. He deflected personal questions with practiced ease, changing subjects, or answering vaguely. His family? No longer in contact, he'd say, no elaboration. His social media was practically non-existent. His friends were mostly business associates I rarely met twice. "My work requires discretion," he'd explain when I questioned the mystery. "I consult for high-profile clients who value privacy." It seemed reasonable enough, given his field. And honestly, his reluctance to share only made the small bits he did reveal feel more intimate, more special. When I introduced Ryan to my parents and Amber at Thanksgiving, my mother's approval was instant, effusive. "He's so accomplished, Olivia, and handsome too," she gushed. Ryan charmed them all with stories of business successes, but Amber watched him with this undisguised interest, asking pointed questions about his income and lifestyle that made me absolutely cringe. "Your sister seems very curious about my finances," Ryan remarked later, his tone light but his expression guarded. "That's just Amber," I sighed. "She's always been focused on status." 8 months in, Ryan proposed. A sunset proposal on a private beach in Lake Michigan, straight out of a romance movie complete with a hired photographer. Full story on the channel. Link below. Click now and watch what happened next.